Hello there. We are back with another snip on embracing uncertainty. A lot of times, parents, students, professionals ask, how do we keep dealing with this on off and uncertain mode of work, online and offline? Travel. Sometimes we can, sometimes we can't. Schooling. Online, offline. And the list is endless. What do we do? How do we cope? The first thing to start dealing with it is to understand how did this start? When did we start really needing structures, systems, processes, and predictability almost 80 to 100% of the time? It's my feeling that it's really in our conditioning. We're all creatures of habit. So, where did this conditioning start then? I feel that if you send a child to school for 15 or more years, and then you have timetables, you have schedules, you have structured homeworks, you have marking schemes, you have exams, you have date sheets, everything, everything is on a structure or a routine for over 15 years. Now that's conditioning. So, what happens is we get used to knowing what to expect every day and every year from the time we were about 3 or 4. And we have to fall in line. In reality, actually, things can be quite different. Everything doesn't follow a predictable pattern. These structures and systems, to the extent wherein we are trying to schedule every hour, every day, every minute sometimes, is man made. It's unnatural. In reality, there are interconnected systems, there are life chains, and how they interact with each other. Some things are predictable, but a lot of it is quite unpredictable and cannot be decided in advance. So, how do you cope? What do you do now if we are all products of education and we're all conditioned to love this structure and predictability and really get overwhelmed with uncertainty? Well, to start with, just remember that uncertainty is the natural scheme of things. Everything cannot be predicted. And just remember that just like we've conditioned ourselves, we can recondition ourselves. It's in our hands. So if we've gotten used to a certain structure or a habit, the moment you make a decision with awareness that I'm going to change this, just like I learned to follow a structure, I'm going to learn to accept different patterns, unpredictable systems. You change. Shift perspective to understanding that everything cannot be within our control. Very often, we need to just be at the receiving end of things, watching how they emerge and unfold. Observe yourself, especially when a plan doesn't go right. For instance, if you're a professional, maybe an employee calls in sick from your team and you have a deadline for that day. Now, that's not something that you could predict or even control. And it definitely puts you off. What do you do? Pause. Accept that emergencies and situations happen and see as to how you can shift perspective because that's going to be very empowering. How did you like what was just shared? Did it get you thinking? If it did, please, it would be really nice if you could share, like, and subscribe. We will be releasing videos from our own lives' insights on careers, life, and personal growth. We'd love to hear from you. Take care, have a glorious week ahead, and bye bye.